Which one are playing in? Are we in? Thank you, Dawson. Do what? Testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, my dear. I'm going to. Is that going? Okay. I'm going to take off here.
People on already.
Here we go, babe. Say a prayer, Pam. I want this to work so bad.
So do I, but it's not letting me share it.
Do what?
It's not letting me share it, so I think maybe I should.
All right. If everything goes right, we're on, not only are we on the streaming, we're on YouTube also. So hopefully, Pam Treat, if you've got her email or contact information, let her know. But if everything goes the way we hope it does, we're not only on YouTube, but you can hear everything that's being said at the same time. We're about 6.5 minutes away from the start of the game. Between the Johnson County rivalry, as I call it, the Goreville Black Cats and the Vienna Eagles here this evening, and of all places, Massac County High School. And it ought to be a whale of an evening here tonight as the Eagles and the Black Cats squaring off for the second time. This time, Goreville has all of their players. Last time we played them, Drake Moss was hurt, their junior guard, and he's a pretty good guard also. So he's back tonight. And the starting lineup for the Goreville Black Cats, they come into this game with a 14-6 record. They are the visitors, or they are the home team here tonight, as they'll be in their dress whites with orange and black. But starting guard for Goreville is a 5'11 junior guard, number 1, Drake Moss. Also starting is a 5'11 junior, a guard, number 13, Tyler Suits. A third guard, a 6'1 senior, number 32, Ian Sopchek. A forward for the Black Cats, a 6'1 senior, number 42, McClarvian Cleaves. And the other forward, a 6'1 junior, number 45, Duncan Rhodes. Their head coach is Todd Tripp. Assistant coaches are Dayton Tripp and Mike Qualls. The starting lineup tonight for the Vienna Eagles is at a guard of 6'2 junior, number 22, Owen Treat. Also at a guard, a 5'9 senior, number 23, Caden Vaughn. And our forwards, a 6'5 senior, number 2, Charlie King, a 6'3 junior, number 4, Tommy Hallhubner, and also a 6'2 junior, number 10, Dayton Nichols. Head coach Stephen Dreher. Assistant coaches are Roger Webb, Chris Watson, and Ross Hill. Vienna comes into this game with a record of 19 wins and 3 losses. Our 3 losses are 2 times to Massac County in 2 tournaments, one at our place back in November and last night here, and then we lost to Heron in the semifinals at the El Dorado Holiday Tournament. So we're getting ready for the start of this evening's game. The game that, the 7th place game here tonight, Fort Campbell defeated Century by 18 points, and the game, as I just said, ended Carterville in a nail-biter with Graves County, Kentucky, 55-54. And the 3rd place game, Goreville and Vienna. And about 7:30 this evening, it'll be Charleston and Massac County. Charleston was the 1 seed, Massac County was the 2 seed, Vienna was the 3 seed, Goreville was the party crasher. They were the 5 seed. They knocked off Carterville, the 4 seed, and they did that by the score of 64-62 back on Monday when Cole Tripp hit a shot on the right baseline right at the buzzer, about 6 or 7 feet out, and it was a heck of a shot, and that's Cole Tripp's 2nd game this year. It was a buzzer beater win, and so we're getting ready for the start of this evening's game. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back for the start of tonight's game between Vienna and Goreville. So what do you think there, my dear?
Can I please have your attention? We need the driver of a black Mercedes.
I just put out there that you were the contact person here, so.
You are blocking a vehicle, and your vehicle needs to be moved so this person can get into theirs. Black Mercedes Y22.
Well, that's obviously not me. I couldn't afford a Mercedes if I wanted to. Poor white trash. I drive a Honda Pilot. I'm just glad I have a car. And it starts. How's Owen's foot?
Well, this is.
I know you showed it. That's tonight?
That's today. Yeah, it's black and got a.
It looks painful.
It is.
It looks red.
It is.
Is it feverish? Chris Mosier, Mike Eastwood, who's that guy there? The bald-headed guy. Chris Mosier. Sean Goins, okay. All right, we're back. It was a group project, but we were coming up with who the officials were. Chris Mosier, Mike Eastwood, and Sean Goins are the 3 officials here this evening for this particular basketball game. Goreville in their white uniforms, they're the home team with black numerals with yellow trim. Vienna in their orange uniforms with blue and white trim, blue numbers, and with the Eagles and Vienna on them with the white circle around it, border. And we are just about ready for the starting lineups here tonight. This ought to be a fun game. It was a great game back on January 7th at our house when we won the game by the score of 83-58. It was 38-34 at halftime, and Vienna outscored them 25-6 in the third quarter to bust the game open. And I doubt if we have that kind of pleasure here tonight. But it's going to come down to turnovers. If we can turn them over, that's going to go very well for the Vienna Eagles. We forced 21 turnovers. I say we. I wasn't out on the floor, but we had 21 turnovers in the game at home, where we committed only 14 ourselves. And free throw shooting is critical too. They were just 15 of 27 from the free throw line, 56%. Vienna was 13 of 14, 93%. So we did not get hurt at the free throw line, and they did not capitalize on the opportunity to get to the line more than we did. They attacked the basket. They like to go strong to the hole, Goreville does, and they want to get on the line. They think that they can beat Vienna by going to the hole because we're content to shoot 3-point attempts. And there's a lot of truth to that. But Vienna is a lot more than just 3-point attempts. The key to Vienna in this game is, can we force the tempo? Can we force them to run up and down the floor? And that's not what they're comfortable with. They do not like to run. Big crowd here tonight, huge crowd. When I got here at the end of the first quarter for the game before this one, there was only maybe 150, 200 people in this gymnasium. And now this place is packed. There's maybe 50 seats open at best. And Massac County is not here in force yet for their game. I don't know how many people Charleston will bring over here from Missouri. But we are just about ready to go, and it looks like Sean Goins is going to be tossing up at center court. Vienna's going to go from your right to left as you watch your listening device, or if you're watching it on YouTube, right to left this first half. Marquarian Cleves is going to be tipping it up at center court with Charlie King, Moss, Suits, Soapcheck, Cleves, and Rhodes for the Black Cats. Nichols, Vaughn, Treat, Hullhumner, and King for Vienna. Goins blows his whistle, and here we go. The tip is tapped on the way up. Cleves got it, and Goreville will have the initial tip. Into the right corner with the ball is Suits. I couldn't see his number. Out on top to Moss. Moss goes on the left side, shake and bake move, kicks it out to Soapcheck for a long three, rims out of there, fought for. Vaughn comes out there with it, over to Hullhumner. Hullhumner has the ball tipped on the first turnover of the game, goes against Vienna into the front court. Moss, and then knocked loose, and it goes out of bounds off of Nichols. We've played 34 seconds here, and they've had the only shot. Soapcheck had a good look, it just rimmed out on top to Cleves. Cleves directing traffic. Vienna's in a man-to-man. On the left side over to Suits. Suits into the paint, and he's going to be fouled on the drive trying to split a double team. And this goes against number 10, Dayton Nichols. First foul of the game goes against Vienna. Way out on top to Cleves at the top of the key. Right side over to Rhodes. Rhodes with Treat on him. Gets it in over to Suits. Suits cut off, kicks it out to Soapcheck. Shot up, no good. King with a rebound. King gets it over to Hullhumner. Into the front court to Treat. Treat, 7 minutes to go. King into the paint, kicks it back to Treat. Treat, head and shoulders fake, into the paint, back to King. King goes left baseline, turns, spins, picks it out on top to Treat. Right side over to Vaughn. Vaughn looks inside, nothing there. Vienna running, pick, move on the baseline. Treat for a long three. And we have a foul away from the ball. Number 1, Drake Moss with the foul. That's on Goreville, and it will be Vienna ball under their own goal. King looks to get it in, and we have it knocked out of bounds. It's going to be off of Owen Treat, apparently. Suits inbounds it over to Moss. Vienna with not a hard press. Moss brings it into the front court, working against Vaughn. Left side over to Rhodes. Rhodes out on top to Suits. Suits down the lane, up and in. Tyler Suits gets the first basket of the game, and it's 2-0 Goreville. Quickly coming the other way is Hallhuber looked like he was undercut. No call, and we're tied at 2. Quickly into the front court goes Soapcheck. Finger roll, up and in. They get coming back the other way. Vienna, Vaughn, into the paint. 10-footer, too strong. Soapcheck with the rebound, and they want to run. Soapcheck into the front court, passes it off to Moss, and he can't handle it. Goes out of bounds, and that's Goreville's first turnover of the game. 5:59 to go here in quarter number 1. It's 4-2 Goreville. Token pressure. They get it into Vaughn. Vaughn working against Suits, brings it into the front court. Between the legs dribble, out on top, between the circles, right side to King. King to the left elbow, over to Treat. Back out to King. King on the left side, working against Cleves on the baseline, cut off and bounces it and throws it away. Turnover number 3 on Vienna. Boss goes all the way down, finger roll, up and in. And Goreville beating Vienna at their own game on the break. Treat has the ball at the top of the key, 5:30 to go in the first. Treat, top of the key, goes right side, pushed by Soapcheck, no call. King for 3, got it! Charlie King drains the 3, and that cuts it down to a 6-5 deficit. Quickly into the front court. Moss working against Vaughn. Behind the back dribble into the front court. Right side over to Rhodes. Rhodes drives inside. There's a foul. He's put a forearm right in the throat of Treat. And that'll be a foul on Rhodes. His first, team second. And that'll be a turnover also. King gets it into Vaughn. Vaughn races into the front court with 5:05 to go in the first. Out on top to King. King directing traffic. Treat goes to the left side. He was being held. No call. Treat has it. Gets it to Hallhuber on the left elbow. Kicks it back to Vaughn. Vaughn into the paint. Picks up the dribble over to Treat. 5:48 to go in the first. Treat motions with his head for a pick. Doesn't get it the way he wanted it. Over to King. King into the paint. Left elbow to Vaughn. Vaughn takes it to the hole. Oh, what a pass down to Nichols. Nichols is blocked by Cleves, and it's knocked out of bounds. It'll go off of Vienna. 4:33 to go in the first, and coming into the game, Connor Craig and Cole Tripp. Tripp, a 5'11 sophomore guard, and Connor Craig's the 6'3 sophomore forward. 4:33 to go in the first quarter. Cleves looks to get it in and does. Stolen by Vaughn! Vaughn has it tipped away, gets it over to Treat. Go straight up, buddy. He gets it to King. King in the paint, right side to Vaughn. Vaughn back to Treat in the right corner, working against Cleves, out on top to King. King to Treat. Long 3, doesn't get the roll. Rebound comes out to Tripp. Tripp races into the front court. It's still 6-5 Goreville. Moss changes his shot down to Craig, and Craig gets the basket. 8-5 into the front court. Treat right side to King. King into the free throw line. Backs it up, working against Cleves. 3:50 to go here in the first quarter. Right side over to Vaughn. Vaughn looks inside, almost had it taken away from him. Back over to King. King just holding it, gets it into Treat. Double team, back to King, wide open for block. Moss has it. Soapcheck got the block. Moss into the front court, over to Tripp. Tripp back out on top to Moss, and Moss will set it up with 3:30 to go here in the first quarter. 8-5 Black Cats. They get it left side to Tripp. Tripp working around a pick, picks up the dribble, goes right side to Moss. Long three-pointer off the rim, no good. Rebound comes out to Treat. Treat wants to run down to Nichols. Nichols slows it up to Treat, right side to Vaughn. Almost didn't take the 3, thought about it. Picks up the dribble, got to get it. Got a King. King on the right side. Backs it up beyond the arc. We're under 3 minutes to go here in the first. Vaughn out on top between the circles. Right side to King. King gets it on the baseline, right side to Treat, back out on top to King. King into the paint, 10-footers, good! Charlie's got 5, and it's 8-7. We've been tied once at 2. Vienna has never led in this game. 2:35 to go in the first quarter. Moss brings it into the front court, working against Vaughn. Man-to-man, both ways, both teams. With the ball is Craig. Craig back to Moss from the right elbow. Thrown away. Hullhubner steps in there. Vaughn forces it down to Treat. Treat off the glass and scores! Treat's first basket gives Vienna the lead, 9-8. Quickly into the front court comes Tripp, working against Nichols. He loses the ball, and it's lost again. He picks it up, hands it off to Moss. Moss, with 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter, backs it up as he gets some instructions from Coach Tripp. Moss over to Tripp. Little blocked by King. Boy, was that a late call. That was not a foul, but my opinion doesn't count. My opinion's $5 will get you a small coffee at Starbucks. 1:52 to go here in the first quarter. Cole Tripp will go to the free throw line for 2 free throws, and his first is good. We're tied at 9. Our second tie of the game. Cleves comes out into the game. Ethan Lingle and Buddy Clay's getting ready to come in. If he makes this, he makes it. Buddy Clay will come in, and it's a 10-9 lead for the Black Cats. Buddy Clay is a 6'2" junior into the front court. Treat in the paint, kicks it back to King for 3. Rims out of there. No good. Rebound by Drake Buffington. Buffington gets it out to Tripp. Buffington is a 6'6" sophomore. 1:30 to go here in the first quarter. 10-9. It's been a defensive struggle. Cato came in there for the Eagles also. Buddy Clay knocks it away. Buffington gets it back. It's knocked out of bounds, and they're going to say it's off of Clay. Cato is a 6-foot junior. 1:19 to go here in the first quarter. Tripp looks to get it in. Way out on top to Buffington. He's an easy target to find. Buffington hands it off to Moss. Moss working against Cato to the free throw line. Left side to Tripp. King's on him. Tripp. Ball's loose on the ground. King gets it over to Hullhubner. To Treat. Treat back to Hullhubner. To Treat. Top of the key. Left side over to Cato to King. King steps inside the arc. Back to Cato. Cato has trouble with the handle. Back over to King. King into Hullhubner. Hullhubner gets his man up in the air. Can't take advantage of it. Back to Cato. 44 seconds to go. King with the ball. Working against Craig. Takes a couple of dribbles. Gets rid of the 5 count. Over to Treat. Treat with 35 seconds to go to Hullhubner. Into King. King turns, spins, kicks it out to Hullhubner. Down to Treat. Treat flips it back to Hullhubner. And a tip pass to Cato in the corner. Steps inside the arc. Shot up. No good. Buddy Clay with the rebound. And he's stripped to the ball. Into the front court comes Tripp. Tripp working against Treat. Into the paint. Goes down, puts a shot up and in. Cole Tripp with the basket. And it's 12-9 Goreville. Treat with 5 seconds to go. Out on top, working against Moss. Gets the pick, turns, spins. Shot, throw the basket, off the front of the rim, no good. And that's the way the first quarter comes to a close. 12-9, Goreville. We'll be back in 60 seconds. We're back here at Massac County High School. Scoring for Vienna, 5 for Charlie King, 2 for Tommy Hullhubner, and 2 for Owen Treat. 4 turnovers on the Eagles. 5 turnovers on the Black Cats. and we'll get their scoring here shortly. Vienna will have the ball at center court to start the second quarter. Into Vaughn. Vaughn kicks it off over to Nichols, left corner to Vaughn, back out on top to Cato. Cato picks up the dribble to King. King thought about a three, doesn't take it. And we have an offensive foul away from the ball against Buddy Clay. That's his first. Turnover 5 for Vienna. And Sobchak with the ball. Gets it into in the front court to Tripp. Tripp, double team, bounces it back to Sobchak, and we're going to get a foul on Caden Vaughn. That'll be his first, the team fourth. 7:36 to go here in quarter number 2. Tripp gets it in the backcourt to Sobchak. Sobchak with 7:33 to go in the half. Into the paint. Dishes it off over to Craig. His shot up, no good. And it goes out of bounds off of Goreville. Vaughn has it. Coming in, it was Evan Holm, a 5'5 junior guard for Goreville. Cato, right side to Vaughn. Vaughn gets a pick from Clay. Stop and go move to King. King. Shake and bake move into the paint. He's fit, Tripp, knocked over, shot up, and it goes in. Holy cow. Holy moly molly. And it's 12-11. Into the front court. Tripp has it. Tripp in the right corner over to Craig. He drives in, and we're going to get a charge. Buddy Clay finally gets a charge. And the foul goes against Connor Craig, his first. Turnover number 6 on the Black Caps. Full court pressure, and they're getting a little more intense. King gets it off to Cato. Cato brings it into the front court. Crossover dribble to the left elbow. Left top. King, long three. Got it! Trailing King with 10. And that gives Vienna the lead, 14-12. Their second lead of the game. Sobchak into the front court. All the way to the hole. Finger roll up and in. Sobchak's first basket. And it's 14-14. We're tied. That's our third one. Cato with the basketball. 6:20 to go in the first half. Cato goes on the right side. Picks up the dribble into King. King triple team. Puts a shot up. No good. Buckington with the rebound. Buckington gets it over to Tripp. Tripp will slow it up and bring it into the front court. Got a whole bunch of substitutions at the next whistle. Tripp working against Cato. 6 minutes to go here in the first half. We're tied 14-14. And Cato gets a cheap foul way out on top with a reach in. That'll be his first, and that's the team 5th. Coming back in, Tyler Suits, McCarvey and Cleves, Drake Moss, Tommy Hallhuber, Owen Treat, and Dayton Nichols. So we have the starting lineups for both teams in there now, except for Cole Tripp. Moss over to Suits. Suits dumps it into Cleves. Ball's knocked loose, and Treat comes out there with it. Stolen back, blocked by Hallhuber, and it's a war in there. And this will go against Cleves, I believe. It is. Cleves' first foul. And it's physical, folks. This ain't a game for sissies. Vaughn, right side to King. King to Hallhuber in the right corner. Hallhuber working against Suits. Out on top over to Treat. Treat takes it to the rack, puts it up. Count it one! All right, baby. What a move by Treat. Number 1, Moss with the foul. Treat with his second basket. He's got 4. Gives the Vienna Illegals the lead back at 16-14. And Owen can give Vienna their biggest lead of the game. And does. 17-14, Eagles. A little more pressure by Vienna now as Suits brings it up against King. Works it to the right side, behind the back dribble, picks up the ball, over to Craig, or to Tripp. Sobchak for 3, off the back of the rim. King with a rebound. King gets it over to Treat. Vienna wants to run. 5:10 to go in the first half. Left side over to King, in the left corner to Hullhumner. Hullhumner out on top to Vaughn. Right side to Treat. Treat looks inside. Cleves and King are really going at it on the inside. Over to Vaughn, it's poke checked away from him by Tripp, and it will stay with Vienna in the left corner. Coming back in is Connor Craig, and he's going to replace Drake Moss, it appears. 4:57 to go here in the first half. 17-14, Eagles. Tripp gets it into Vaughn. Vaughn working against Cole Tripp. Vaughn off the glass, does a 360, double 360, and stays in. And that makes it 19-14. Into the front court with the ball is Tripp. Tripp charges. Cole Tripp charged into Hullhumner. Buddy Clay getting ready to come back in. And he's going to replace Charlie King. King's had a good game. 10 points in the first half. He is the only person in double figures. Owen Treat looks to get it in and does to Vaughn. Vaughn races into the front court with the dribble. Out on top between the circles, over to Treat. 4:30 to go in the first half. Treat goes to the left side. Stops. 3. No good. Nichols gets the rebound. Over to Treat. Right side to Vaughn. Out on top to Hullhumner. Right side to Treat again. Another 3. Rims out of there. Sobchak with the rebound. Sobchak races into the front court. All the way down. Finger roll. Up and in. Sobchak with 4. And it's 19-16. Beautiful drive by Sobchak. Right side to Vaughn. Vaughn into the paint. Stops. Back to play. Top of the key to Hullhumner. Right side to Vaughn. Vaughn with 3:50 to go in the first half. 19-16. Eagles. Treat. Working against Craig. Gets it to Hullhumner. Bounces it down to Clay. Clay in the right corner over to Vaughn. Vaughn to the right elbow. Picks it up over to Hullhumner. To Treat. He's knocked down. No call. Hullhumner with the rebound. Over to Vaughn. Vaughn to Nichols. Nichols is fouled by 42 Cleves. Nichols will go to the free throw line for 2. And Dayton Nichols can get in the scoring column here with a made free throw, hopefully 2. 3:28 to go here in the first half. Nichols' first free throw is no good. It rolls around the rim and falls out. Stays 19-16. Coming back into the game is Buffington for Cleves. He's going to sit down with his 2 fouls. Second free throw by Dayton is good. He's in the scoring column. He's got 1 point, and it's 20-16. Vienna's biggest lead has been 5. Their biggest lead has been 4. Cole Tripp with the ball. They bowl through there. Buffington brings it down, and it's tied up. Possession arrow is going to Vienna, it appears. Oh, it's going to be Goreville ball. There's no indication on the scoreboard. In the right corner over to Sobchak. He drives inside, finger roll up, no good. Vaughn with the rebound over to Treat. Vienna wants to run. Treat into the front court with the ball, kicks it back over to Hullhumner. Left side to Nichols. Nichols, 10-footer, got it! Dayton Nichols has 3, and it's 22-16. Vienna, their biggest lead of the game. Coming into the front court is Suits. Suits working against Treat. Takes it to the hole. Stops, turns, spins, kicks it back to Tripp for 3. Rims out of there. And Treat with the rebound. Treat up the hole. Oh, nice play. Nice play by Tyler Suits to knock it out of bounds to keep Vienna from having a layup. 2:38 to go, and Charlie King's getting ready to come back in. He's going to replace Nichols. Nichols has had a good couple of trips up and down the floor. Treat gets it into King. Cato's going to come in at the next whistle. Right side over to Vaughn. They get it down to Buddy Clay. working against Buffington. Shot up, bounces on the rim twice, and it's going to go out of bounds. We're saying it's off of Vienna. Cato's going to come in for Vaughn. 17 fouls on Goreville, 5 team fouls on the Eagles. And Suits wants motion offense, because that's what his coach said. Tripp has it on the left side. Tripp steps him through a double team over to Craig. Craig kicks it right side. Long three off the back of the rim by Suits. Hullhumner has a pocket strip. Shot up, and Hullhumner is going to pick up the foul. Tommy picks up his the foul after Gavin his pocket pick. And to the free throw line to shoot two will be Tyler Suits. Suits' first free throw is good. 22-17. Eagles with the lead. His second free throw is on the way, and this one's also good. He has 6 points, and it's 22-18. And we're going to have a double foul between Buddy Clay and Buffington. I was looking down, so I didn't see it. Coach Shears talking to the referee. Coach Tripp was way out on the floor. Vienna will have the basketball. Treat working against Suits. Stops, pops, shot, partially blocked. Cato comes out there with it. Reverse layup. Looked like he was. Buffington hit Treat in the face with an elbow, no call. And then Hullhumner steals it. He gets it over to King. It is physical out here. Into play. Buddy is clobbered. Buffington picks up his second foul, and Buddy Clay. Buffington was talking to him, and Buddy Clay was with his hands talking like Donald Duck. So Buddy will get 2 free throws here. And the first is no good. Coming into the game, Levi Damon, a 6'4" junior forward. The Goreville faithful giving Buffington a standing ovation. Buddy Clay's second free throw is good. Gets Vienna off that 22 number. Clay is in the scoring column. 1:30 to go in the first half. It's a 5-point Vienna lead. Tripp brings it across the half line. Out on top, he gets past Hullhumner, right side. Sobchak for 3. No good. Treat with the rebound. Treat lets everyone clear out. He brings it into the front court. Left side. Stolen away. Cole Tripp comes out there with it. Tripp gets it over to Suits. Into the front court. Down on the side to Craig. Turns, spins, and we're going to have a charge. Owen Treat picks up the charge against Connor Craig. That'll be his second. That's the 9th turnover. And Vaughn comes back in for Cato. 1 minute and to go here in the second quarter. 23-18, Vienna with the ball. King on the right side to Clay. Buddy takes it to the hole. Up and in. Looks like he got by with a bunny hop. They didn't call it. And it's 25-18, Vienna's largest lead. That's 7. 43 seconds to go. Tripp working against Vaughn. Out on top with the ball. They get it right side over to Damon. Damon into Sobchak. Sobchak high off the glass. No good. And, oh, they stepped out of bounds. I heard a whistle. Yes. Vaughn quickly into the front court with 28 seconds to go. We have a collision out there. No call. And Goreville with the ball. And now we have timeout. Sobchak is on the ground. He hit his head with 20 seconds to go. There was no collision out there, but Sobchak got hurt. And he's laying down. It is a really, really, really physical basketball game. Ian gets up. He's rubbing his head. He'll have to come out, or he should come out. And Drake Moss, when they stop the game, he's supposed to come out. Moss comes in, 20.6 seconds to go, 25-18, and that was a heck of a collision for not having a collision out on the court. All right, Moss has it into the backcourt to Tripp. Tripp with 17 seconds left brings it across the half line. We're down to 12. 10 seconds to go here in the first half. Tripp, left corner, overshot by Suits, no good. Tip up. Damon, tip up, no good. Treat has the ball taken from him, and they're going to call a foul. Holy moly molly. How can there not be a foul in there in the first place? That's Treat's first. And the buzzer, I didn't hear the buzzer, but they've already got 8 minutes on the clock and a third quarter up. Free throw is good by Suits. Makes it 25-19, 25-20, and that'll be halftime. Well, an interesting end to the first half. We'll total everything up and be back after these messages. How in the Sam Hill was that not a foul? It's being officiated the way Goreville wants. Yes. Oh. And we're back here at halftime at Massac County High School in Metropolis, where the halftime score is the Vienna Eagles 25, the Goreville Blackcats 20, in a tremendously physical basketball game here tonight. And in the first quarter, or in the first half, we had 4 lead changes and 3 ties. Vienna took the lead at 17-14 and have maintained it in the second quarter since then. It was 12-9 after 1 quarter. Vienna outscored Goreville 16-8 in the second quarter to come back and take a 5-point lead. The largest lead by Goreville so far tonight has been 4 points. That was at 6-2, and the largest lead by Vienna has been 7 points. That was at 25-18 in the first half. So an 11-point swing there. We're at 5 points right now at halftime. Scoring-wise, for the visiting Vienna Eagles, they have 6 people in the scoring column here tonight. Leading the way is Charlie King with 10 points. He has 2 threes and 2 deuces. Tommy Hallhubner has a basket for 2 points. Dayton Nichols a basket, 1 of 2 free throws for 3 points. Owen Treat has 2 field goals and a free throw on a traditional 3-point play. He's got 5 points. Caden Vaughn has a basket for 2 points. And Buddy Clay a basket, 1 of 2 free throws for 3 points. Vienna 3 of 5 from the free throw line for 60%, and they have 8 turnovers in the first half. On the other side of the ledger, 5 people in the scoring column for Goreville. Leading the way is Tyler Suits with 8 points, 2 field goals, and 4 of 4 from the free throw line. 4 points for Cole Tripp off the bench, a basket, 2 of 2 from the free throw line for 4 points. 4 points for Ian Sopchek, 2 field goals. Connor Craig has a basket for 2 points, and Drake Moss has a basket for 2 points. They are 6 of 6 from the free throw line, and they have 10 turnovers in the first half. So it's been an interesting game, back and forth. Goreville has wanted to run a few times and been successful at it. Vienna has wanted to run a few times and been a little successful at it. But the story of this game so far in the first 16 minutes has been the physicality of this basketball game. It has really, really been physical out here on the floor. And Sobchak and Vaughn had a major collision right toward the end of the half, and there was no call on that one. Owen Treat had the ball ripped away from him. He got called for a foul at the buzzer. I never did hear the buzzer sound, but Treat got called for the foul, and there was no foul against him. The referee actually even came over and talked to him. I would love to know what was said on that one, but we'll never know. We're just under 4 minutes to the start of the second half. Looking at next week's basketball schedule real quick, the girls' game on the schedule shows that there's a JV game and a varsity game at El Dorado. That is not the case. We are playing El Dorado, but they have a co-op this year in girls basketball with Ziegler Royalton. There are 5 girls that play from Ziegler Royalton on this co-op team, and they're going to play a game at ZR. So we will be playing Monday night on the 23rd at ZR. It's the co-op from ZR El Dorado, varsity only. So the game will start at 6 o'clock, and I'll be on the air about 5:45 from ZR High School. So make that change. On Tuesday night, the boys go down to Meridian and take on the Bobcats, and man, have they been on a tear lately. They have just been absolutely tearing people up, and the JV game will be at 6 o'clock. That'll be Tuesday night in Meridian. No games by anybody on Wednesday. At Thursday, the girls will be hosting the Carbondale Terriers. JV game at 6:15 against the Terriers, and on Friday they get back into conference games. The ZR game, El Dorado, I'm guessing that's a non-conference. excuse me, that'll be a non-conference game. But the boys, they'll be playing Christopher Friday night, the 27th of January. That will be at 6:15 at Christopher. JV game starts then. And then the next night, Saturday night, we'll be hosting Cesar-Valliere at 6:15. The girls on Saturday play a conference game at 11 o'clock as the JV game. That'll be at Christopher. So the boys will have a doubleheader 1 week from tonight. The girls play at 11 o'clock in the morning, JV game, varsity game about 12:30, 12:15 right in there. And then the Cesar-Valliere game with the boys at home that evening. And then the boys will be playing Hamilton County at home in a non-conference game at 6:15, JV game on the following Tuesday, the 31st. On the 1st, all the seedings will be in, and we will find out probably on the 1st, because they'll be due on the 31st, for girls basketball, what the seedings are for 1A, 2A, 3A, and 4A basketball. We'll know what the pairings are on Thursday, February the 2nd. So we're just a couple of weeks, we're about 10 days away from knowing what the seedings and the pairings are for girls regional action coming up in February. Hard to believe that we're just a month away from regionals in both boys and girls. We're just about ready for the start of the second half here this evening. And the first half, we'll see if it's going to be as physical in the second half as it was the first half. Betting it will be. Foul-wise, everybody's in good shape for Vienna. Charlie King, Tommy Hullhubner, Dayton Nichols, Marquedo Constante, Owen Treat, Caden Vaughn each have one foul. Buddy Clay has two. On the Goreville side, Drake Moss has two, Drake Buffington has two, Connor Craig has two, and Duncan Rhodes has two. Cleves and Tripp both with one foul. Out on the floor is their starters, Tyler Suits, Drake Moss, Ian Sobchak, Aquarian Cleves, and Duncan Rhodes are the five people out there. And for the Vienna Eagles, they're just coming out of the locker room. Their starting lineup will be Tommy Hullhubner, Caden Vaughn, and not everybody's out. They're trying to get through the crowd. Charlie King, Owen Treat, and Dayton Nichols, I'm sure, will be the starters. Vienna's going to go from your left to right as you watch your listening device. Vienna will have the basketball to start the second half. Sean Goins says okay, and Vaughn has the ball in the backcourt. Here we go, folks. Last 16 minutes of this third place game in the Johnson County shootout between the Goreville Black Cats and the Vienna Eagles. Hullhubner on the left wing. Ball stripped away by Sobchak. He goes down, finger roll is good. And Sobchak with 6 points cuts it to 25-22. Vaughn into the front court with the ball. King is being held by Cleves. That'll be Cleves' second foul, first on the half. And Connor Craig is going to come in for Cleves. Vaughn looks to get it in. 35 seconds gone in the second half. Out on top to Treat. Treat comes to the right side. Shovel pass to Vaughn for three. Off the rim. No good. Sobchak with the rebound. Sobchak brings it into the front court with the dribble. And he charges. Caden Vaughn picks up the charge on Sobchak. That'll be his first, team's second. It's their 11th turnover in the game. And we've got 7:10 to go here in the third quarter. Vaughn, left side over to Treat. Treat into the paint to King. Top of the three. We have a foul by Craig. Craig with a third foul. That's their third team foul, and we haven't even played 1 full minute yet. 58 seconds gone, and Goreville already with 3 team fouls. Craig comes out. Cole Tripp comes in. They get it into Vaughn. Back over to Treat, to Vaughn. Treat with just 5 points here in the game so far. Treat from the right elbow. Backs it up beyond the arc. Got on top to King. King. Ball stripped by Sobchak. Sobchak goes down, lays it up, and dunks it. On the turnover, Sobchak with the dunk. Nichols bounces it back over to Vaughn. 25-24. Goreville back to within a point. Vaughn into the paint. Ball stripped away from him. He gets it back. Left side over to Treat. And Treat will back it up to center court, working against Moss. Treat, crossover dribble, left elbow, shot up, too strong. Rebound by Tripp. Tripp will bring the ball into the front court, into the left corner to Moss. He goes baseline, kicks it out on top to Tripp. Tripp takes it to the hole. Nichols gets the foul. That'll be Dayton's second foul, first on the Eagles. And we've got 6:02 to go here in the third quarter. First free throw shot in the half will go to Cole Tripp, and he can give Goreville the lead. First free throw is good, and we're tied. Our first tie of this half, fourth of the game. We've had 4 lead changes, make it 5. 26-25, Goreville, as Tripp hits both. On top with the ball is King. King backs it up towards center court, working against Tripp. Over to Treat. Treat with Moss on him, 5:47 to go in the third quarter. Treat turns, spins, shovel pass down to King, lays it up and in. What a pass from Treat to King, and it's 27-26, Vienna back on top. Moss brings it up into the front court. They get it in the left corner, over to Suits. Suits into the paint, out on top to Moss. Moss stops, puts a shot off the glass, rims out of there, and Vaughn gets it after he bounces it, gets it out, and he's going to be out of bounds. He tried to bounce it off of Rhodes, and it stayed in bounds as Rhodes was able to keep it from being bounced off of him. And then the turnover goes against Vienna. That's their 10th. Moss gets it left side over to Tripp. Tripp brings it out between the circles. 5 minutes, and we're going to get King with a foul way out on top. And they're going to clamp down on this maybe a little bit. Second foul on King. Second foul on, or third team foul on Vienna. Tripp forces his way through a double team. We're going to get a foul here. Number 4, Hullhumner with his second foul. Tripp will go to the free throw line for 2. That's the third on Vienna, and he misses this free throw. 27-26, Vienna with the lead. I was confused because we're the guest. Second free throw is good, and we're tied at 27. Our 5th tie of the game. Treat has it in the front court. Over to King. King takes it out on top. Right side over to Vaughn. They get it into Treat. Quick shot, no good. Nichols with the rebound. He's double teamed. Kicks it out to Hullhumner for 3. Got it! Tommy Hullhumner drains a 3. And it's 30-27. Vienna quickly into the front court. Sobchak drives baseline. And we're going to get a charge on Sobchak. Sobchak with a charge. That'll be his second of the game. 4th and we have a whistle. Somebody wants to come in, I think. Duncan Rhodes is coming out, and coming in is Buffington. Drake Buffington, the 6'6 sophomore. Treat with the ball. Ball's knocked loose, and it comes out to Suits. Down to Sobchak, and he lays it up and in. Sobchak with 6 this quarter, 10 for the game, and it's 30-29. Vaughn for 3 off the rim, no good. Sobchak with the rebound. Sobchak races into the front court, into the paint, blocked by Nichols, and Buffington's going to get the foul on the rebound. Nichols gets the block, and that'll be Buffington's 3rd, and that'll be the 15th foul on Goreville. Buddy Clay's getting ready to come in. Cato just came in, so we got Cato, Vaughn, Hullhumner, Clay, and Nichols, and Evan Holm comes in. So we got Evan Holm, Ian Sobchak, Tyler Suits, Drake Moss, and Drake Buffington. Vaughn brings it into the front court with the dribble quickly over to Cato. Cato on the right side, picks up the dribble, bounces it to Clay. Clay to Vaughn. 3:40 to go in the 3rd quarter. Left side over to Hullhumner. Out on top to Cato. Cato working against Holm. Out to Nichols on the left elbow. Long 16-footer. Goes out and goes back in. He's got 5, and it's 32-29. Suits with a shot, no good, and Buddy Clay will pick up this foul. Nope, Cato. That'll be Marcato Constante's 2nd. And to the free throw line. Seems like every time we foul, they're shooting. 3:19 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Free throw is good. Suits now with 9, 5 of them from the free throw line. 32-30. Sobchak comes out, and Ethan Lingle comes in. 2nd free throw is way short. Buffington with the rebound. Shot up, no good. Clay has the ball stripped from him, and they're going to say a foul on Ethan Lingle. Ethan Lingle picks up his 1st. More importantly, that's the 6th team foul on Goreville with 3:14 to go in the 3rd quarter. Vienna will be in the bonus the rest of the game. Vaughn is in trouble. Gets it to Cato. He's double teamed to Nichols. Nichols working against Buffington. Out on top to Vaughn. Vaughn into Clay. Hullhumner for 3, way off the mark. Nichols with the rebound, and he's going to be fouled by Holm. Out of bounds, that's a 1-and-1. So Evan Holm with the foul, that's his 1st. The 7th on Goreville, and that'll be a 1-and-1. King and Treat come back in for Hullhumner. So Nichols is going to be shooting a 1-and-1. 32-30 is our score. Dayton is 1 of 2 from the free throw line so far tonight. His free throw is good. 33-30. He'll get the bonus. Nichols now with 6 points on the evening with 2:56 to go in the 3rd quarter. I'm Ron Ellis for WIBH and the Vienna High School Connection. I hope you enjoy this broadcast. It's been a whale of a game. 2nd free throw is also good. And now King will come in. It's a 34-30 lead. Vienna by 4. Vienna's going to press. It's a 2-2-1 full court press. Tripp gets it over to Holm. Left side over to Suits. Suits on the left baseline. Picks up the dribble. Gets it out to Tripp. Tripp steps, and he's going to be tripped. And this will be 23, Caden Vaughn with the trip. That'll be Vaughn's 2nd. That's the 15th foul on the Eagles. 2:42 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Tripp looks to get it in. And he does, way out on top to Suits. Suits with 2:35 to go. Left side, over to Tripp. Tripp looks inside. Nothing. Oh, what a pass. And a block by Treat against Lingle. Treat goes all the way down, puts a shot up, and he's going to be fouled by Buffington. That'll be Buffington's fourth, and Owen Treat will go to the free throw line for 2. Coming in is Connor Craig for Goreville. And Owen will have 2. 2:25 to go in this war. Johnson County shootout in Massac County. Treats. Free throw is good. Rattles at home. He's got 6 points on the night. 35-30. Vienna back up to their 5-point lead that they had at halftime. We've had 2 lead changes and 2 ties this quarter. Treat is ready. His free throw is nothing but the bottom of the net. He's got 7, and it's a 6-point Eagle lead. Vienna with a 2-2-1 full court press. Tripp bounces it up to Suits. Suits brings it into the front court. Right side, over to Lingle. In the right corner, Sobchak for 3, off the back of the rim. And coming out there with it was Lingle. He gets it to Sobchak. 2:05, Sobchak for 3, off the rim again. This time King comes out there with it. He gets it to Cato. Cato to Treat in the front court. Treat, top of the key, left side to Vaughn to King. King on the left wing. Brings it out on top, working against Sobchak. Left corner to Cato. Cato back out to King. 1:47 to go in the third. Over to Treat. Treat back to King. King for 3. Got it! Long 3! He's got 5 this quarter, and Vienna with their biggest lead at 39-30. Coach Tripp wants a timeout. 1:36 to go in the third. It's a full timeout. We'll take a break and be right back. We're back. Suits falls down, gets up, never lost the dribble, gets it up to Tripp in the front court over to Sobchak. Sobchak drives baseline, finger roll, no good. Buddy Clay, ball's loose on the ground. People diving all over the place for it. We're going to have a jump ball. Lots of hustle out there by both teams. Goreville will have the ball. Charlie King has a 3 in each quarter and a deuce in each quarter. He's got 15 points for the game, and he is the leading scorer for both teams here tonight. Owen Treat with 7 points right now. $1:18 to go in the third quarter. 39-30 Eagles. They get it out on top over to Craig. Craig to Suits. Man-to-man by Vienna. They've been man-to-man the entire game. Right side over to Tripp. Tripp looks inside. It is physical on the inside, folks. I mean, it's just wars in there. Tripp, double team, gets it out on top to Suits. Long 3, got it! Tyler Suits with 12 now, and it's 39-33. Into the front court, Cato over to Treat. Treat, double team, kicks it out on top to King. Left side to Vaughn for a wide open 3. Come on! King Vaughn drains a 3, and it's 42-33. Tripp with the ball. comes up to the double team. Bounces it to Suits in the front court. Left corner over to Sobchak. Sobchak drives inside. Ball's loose on the ground. Stolen by Vienna. Treat over to Vaughn. Vaughn, head and shoulders fake to Buddy Clay. Free throw line. He has the ball back over to Treat. Left side, Cato for three. Off the back of the rim. Sobchak with the ball. Sobchak, long pass up to Suits, and he can't save it. 14 turnovers on Goreville. 13 and a half seconds left in the third quarter. 42-33. Vaughn brings it across the 10-second line with 10 seconds to go in the quarter. We're down to 7. Vaughn out on top to Treat. Treat for 3 seconds to King. 3, no good. Rebound by Tripp. And that's how the third quarter comes to a close. But a good quarter it was for Vienna. They lost the lead, and they came back to take a 9-point lead, 42-33 into the fourth quarter. We'll be right back for the fourth quarter. And we're back, 42-33, very quickly. King has 15, Hullhumner 5, 7 for Nichols, 7 for Treat, 5 for Vaughn, 3 for Clay, 11 turnovers on Vienna, 14 turnovers on Goreville, 2 for Moss, 7 for Tripp, 12 for Suits. Nichols over to King. Craig has 2, 10 for Sobchak. They were 4 of 6 from the free throw line in the third quarter. Vienna was 4 of 4. Treat with the basketball. We're in the fourth quarter, 7:40 to go. Hullhumner, 8 fouls against Goreville and just 5 on Vienna. Down to Hullhumner, blocked by Craig. Hullhumner gets it back, throws it out on top to King. Left side to Vaughn. Vaughn gets it back over to King. Long 3 off the back of the rim, no good. Craig with a rebound. 7:20 to go in the game. Sobchak has it in the front court. Sobchak bounces it down inside to Cleves. Cleves takes it to the hole. Count it and 1. As Hullhumner will pick up his 3rd foul. Cleves gets his first basket of the game, and he'll go to the line for 1. It's Tommy's 3rd, and it makes it 42-35. The free throw is good. 17-13 was the quarter split score for Vienna in that third quarter. King goes on the left side, takes it to the hole, little fadeaway, no good. Sobchak is fouled on the rebound, and this will either go against Nichols, it's Nichols. That's his 3rd. Hullhumner has 3, King 2, Cato 2, Vaughn 2, Clay 2, and Treat 1. And now both teams will be in the bonus. And that'll put Sobchak at the free throw line for a 1-and-1. Sobchak with 10 points here tonight. Vienna with a 6-point lead. We've maintained the lead since taking it back in the third quarter, 27-26. Ian, his first free throw is no good. Long rebound, fought for, and we're going to have a tie-up. And the Goreville with the possession arrow. 6:58 to go in the game. Intense is a word to describe this game. Moss with the ball, left side over to Craig. Craig looks inside. Vienna man-to-man, we're going to get Treat with the foul. That'll be his second, and that'll put Moss on the free throw line for a 1-and-1. It's still 42-36. 6:49 to go in this basketball game. Free throw's good. He'll get the bonus. Moss now with 3 points in the game. Moss, Sobchak, Tripp, Craig, and Cleves for Goreville. His second free throw in and out and back out. Buddy Clay with the rebound. Over to Treat, into the front court to King. King, right side over to Treat. Treat dumps it inside to Clay. Clay turns, spins, ball stripped away from him. King has it, and he counted in one. King had to pick up the garbage, and the foul on number 42, Cleves. That'll be his third. Charlie King with the basket, and a potential three-point play for the Eagles. 44-37. 6:34 to go in this game. This game is not for the faint of heart, and I mean this place is packed now. King's free throws, good! 45-37. And Charlie King has 18 points in the game. Moss brings it into the front court on the pass to Cleves, right side to Sobchak. He drives baseline, finger roll, stays in. Sobchak with 12, and it's 45-39. Into the front court, Nichols is pushed, no call. Into the left corner over to Vaughn. Vaughn brings it out on top over to Treat. Treat picks up the dribble, gets it to King. 6 minutes and 5 seconds to go in the game. Treat with the ball. 5-second counts on, he backs up. Treat working against Craig. Shake and bake move, got by with a little bump. Treat takes it all the way down, finger roll. No call, no basket. They're going to say a foul on the floor. 23, Craig picks up the foul. That'll be his fourth. Treat will go to the free throw line for 2. That's a double bonus now. 5:49 to go in the game. And Owen Treat fixing his uniform. Evan Holm, I believe, is getting ready to come in. So Owen Treat with 7 points gets 2 free throws. .549 left in the game. His free throw is up and it's good. 46-39. Owen now with 8 points. He's got 2 field goals, and his last 4 points have all come from the free throw line. He has 8 for the game. 46-39. And it was Lingle that came in. Ethan Lingle, a 6'1" senior. Treat's second free throw is nothing but the bottom of the net. 47-39. It's an 8-point Vienna lead. He's got 9 points. Tripp over to Lingle. Or that's Moss. Moss throws it into Tripp in the front court, and he loses it, stays it to Sobchak. And Sobchak bowls his way to the basket, and Buddy Clay is going to pick up the foul. Buddy Clay with a blocking foul, that's his third. A 1-and-1 for Sobchak. And Vienna wants a timeout. A 30. We're going to keep it right here with 5 minutes and 38 seconds to go in the game. 47-39, and what a game this has been. Vienna had a 9-point lead to start this quarter. It's presently an 8-point lead at 47-39. I'm going to grab a quick drink here while I have a moment. Finish off another bottle of water. I'll have 1 bottle to go. With 5:38 to go in regulation, I think I'll be safe. Get the lid undone there. 2-bottle night of water. Don't want anybody to think I'm drinking something else. That could get me in trouble. All right, we're ready to go. Sobchak has a 1-1. Everybody's verifying it. After this foul, everybody will be in the double bonus. Sobchak. His free throw is good. He's got 13 points on the night, and it's 47-40. He's the leading scorer right now for Goreville. 12 for Suits. Second free throw is also good. He's got 14, and it's 47-41, a 6-point lead. Treat passes it in the front court to Vaughn. Vaughn in the right corner down to Clay. Buddy, hard off the glass, and he's going to be fouled by Lingle. This will be Ethan Lingle's second foul, or Buddy Clay to the free throw line to shoot 2. He's got 3 points on the evening. 5:28. With all the fouls, the clock is not moving very quickly. They are 20 deep, I kid you not, in the doorway to come in, and I don't know where they're going to sit unless these Vienna and Goreville people leave when this game's over. The free throw is good, 48-41. Buddy trying to give the Eagles back an 8-point lead and does not. Tripp with the rebound. Tripp splits a double team into the front court, into the paint. Puts a shot up, no good. King ripped out of there with the rebound. Over to Vaughn to Treat. Treat slows it up, back to Vaughn for 3. In and out, no good. And Nichols knocks it out of bounds. It'll go to Goreville. 5:09 to go in the game. Vienna did not run clock on that possession. Tripp gets it over to Moss. Moss into the front court, left side over to Lingle. Lingle picks up the dribble to Moss. Moss out on top to Tripp. 4:55 to go in the game. Tripp back to Moss. Moss into the paint, stops, 8-footer, rims out of there. Treat with the rebound. He's smacked. He gets it over to Vaughn. Vaughn to King. King takes it down, puts it up. He's blocked by Cleves. Cleves hustling back, blocks it out of bounds. It'll stay with Vienna. They get it into Treat, off the glass and in, and Treat was knocked to the ground. He gets the basket, and it's 50-41. Vienna back up to a 9-point lead. Tripp into the front court, 4:30 to go in the game. Cleves bounces it right side to Sobchak. Sobchak drives baseline, kicks it over to Cleves, little finger roll, good. And that's Cleves' second basket of the game, 50-43. Treat with the ball, passes it to King in the front court. King working against Tripp. Still working against Tripp. Left side over to Vaughn. Vaughn with 4:05 to go in the game. Vienna with a 7-point lead. Over to Treat. Treat looks inside, just holding the ball. Working against Moss, goes baseline, underneath, puts it up, no good, and this one will go against Cole Tripp. Cole Tripp picks up his second foul, and it's starting to look like a Christmas board for both teams. Treat will go to the free throw line for 2. Buffington with 4, Craig with 4, 2 for Sobchak, 3 for Cleves, 2 for Rhodes, 2 for Tripp, 2 for Lingle, 2 for Moss. On the other side, King 2, Hullhumner 3, Nichols 3, Treat 2, Vaughn 2, and Clay 3. Free throw is no good by Owen. Wow, a rare miss. Lingle comes out, and Buffington comes in. They go with some big size on the inside now. Owen Treat is ready. His second free throw is good. 51-43. He's got 12 points, Treat does, on the game. Passes it over to Moss. Moss into the front court, right side to Sobchak. Long 3 is good. Holy cow, he was in downtown. 51-46. They get into King. King into the front court. He's ball stripped away from him. Buddy Clay down on the ground. We have a tie-up, and the possession arrow will go to Vienna. Second and 6. from inside the 10-yard line. Oh, we're playing basketball. Sorry. King looks to get it in. And timeout called as Vienna couldn't get it in. 3:27 to go in the game. We'll take a break and be right back. (51-46), 3:27 to go in the game, and it will be Vienna basketball under their own goal. Owen Treat looks to inbound it. Vienna doing a stack at the free throw line. They get it into King. King thought about a three, doesn't take it as Cleves fought through the triple team. They get it to Treat. Is Vienna going to run a little clock here? 3:18 to go in the game. Treat, they got all good ball handlers out there for the most part. Out on top to Vaughn. Right side over to King. King dribbles out on top to Vaughn. Vaughn working against Tripp. Out by center court. Splits him. Gets it over the left elbow. Right side to Treat. Treat with 2:53 to go in the game. Moss on him. Treat is bumped. Takes it in. Shot over Buffington. No good. Cleves with the rebound. Coming out there with Tripp though. Tripp down to Moss. Moss puts it up. Count it. Moss has 5, and it's 51-48. Goreville back to within a single basket at 3. Treat with 2:30 to go in the game. Brings it across the 10-second line. Working against Moss. Over to Vaughn. Vaughn working against Tripp. Out on top with the ball. 2:20 to go in the game. Vaughn working against Tripp. They do a clear out. They get it right side over to King. And we got bodies everywhere. And they're going to call Owen Treat with a hold. That'll be Treat's third. That's the 12th turnover on Vienna. And it's considered an offensive foul. 2:10 to go in the game. So Owen Treat now with 3 fouls. 2 minutes and 5 seconds, and Moss brings it into the front court. We're down to 2 minutes to go. Moss gets it down to Buffington. Blocked by King, and King's going to pick up the foul. That'll be his third. Buffington will go to the free throw line. He has not scored tonight. 51-48, Vienna by a scant 3 points. And Goreville it was 50-43, and they can cut it down to 1. First free throw's good. 51-49. Buffington has his first point of the game. Buddy Clay comes out. Tommy Hallhumner comes back in. 1:57 left. Second free throw is also good. 51-50. They get into Hallhumner. Hallhumner is fouled. Number 12, Cole Tripp picks up his third. And Tommy Hallhumner will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. He has 5 points on the night. He has not shot any free throws this game. Oh, they got Caden Vaughn going to the free throw line. Hallhumner had the ball. His free throw is good. Caden now has 6 points. 52-50. Boy, is this a big free throw right here. Second free throw is good. 53-50. Cade now with 7 points, and back into the game, Tyler Suits for Buffington. Suits a much better offensive player. Huge crowd. Moss brings it into the front court. We're down under a minute 50 to go. Moss into the paint, left side. Shoots for three, off the rim, no good. Cleaves, knocks it out of bounds. It'll be Vienna basketball. 1:41 to go in the game. Full court pressure by Goreville. King looks to get it in and does to Vaughn. Vaughn races into the front court. Down to Nichols. Nichols puts it up and in! Nichols on the break has 9, and it's 55-50. Quickly into the front court comes Moss. 1:28 to go. Suits back to Moss. Moss takes a couple steps back, top of the key, thought about a three. Works inside, kicks it left side to Sobchak. Sobchak, skip pass, right side, over to Suits, back out on top to Tripp. 1:12 to go in the game. Tripp into the paint, up, no good, foul on whom? Number 2, Charlie King, that's his 4th foul. Both teams getting into some very serious foul trouble. Cole Tripp has 2. He's got 7 points, 5 of them from the free throw line, and he misses the first free throw. 55-50, 69 seconds left in the game. Tripp's second free throw is no good. Kicked around, Nichols comes out there with it. Nichols to Treat, over to King, back to Treat into the front court. Right side over to Vaughn. Vaughn with 58 seconds to go to Treat. Treat is fouled, and that's Charlie King and Owen Treat are the 2 people they want to have at the free throw line. Owen Treat just missed 1 of 2, and he'll be back at the free throw line. He has 12 points on the night, 55-50, and Owen takes a deep breath, takes one more dribble, and the right-hander shot is nothing but the bottom of the net. 56-50. He's got a baker's dozen. 55.7 seconds left in the game. Seconds good. He's got 14, and Vienna with a 7-point lead, a 3-possession game. Moss over to Suits. Moss for 3, off the back of the rim. Sobchak with the rebound. 15-footer, no good. King with the rebound. King passes it up to Holhubner, and Holhubner is hit. 32 with the foul. That'll be Sobchak's 3rd, and he said, "I didn't mean to hit him that hard." Sobchak and Treat are talking. Sobchak is not a dirty player by any stretch of the imagination. He's just trying to get the clock stopped. Tommy Holhubner will go to the line for 2, and these are 2 huge free throws. 57-50, and the first free throw is good. Tommy with 6 points. 37.2 seconds to go, and he can make it a full 3-possession game. Tommy's second free throw is good. Nothing but the bottom of the net. He's got 7, and it's 59-50. Moss. Ball chipped away by Nichols. Nichols goes down. Finger roll is good. Oh, baby, what a shot. 15 turnovers, and Tripp. 61-50. Throws it away. King has it. And Vienna's going to win. 16 seconds, and Vienna's going to run out the clock out at center court. 61-50 is going to be the final score. And Vienna's going to win the second time, 3rd place in this tournament. And the Vienna Eagles, 61-50 is the final score. We're going to send it back, total everything up, and we'll be back for the post-game show after these messages. Hot dog. And we're back here at Massac County High School with the game. Final score 61-50. Vienna wins by 11. Vienna outscored Goreville 19-17 in the fourth quarter. Goreville hit 6 of 10 free throws in the fourth quarter. Vienna 11 of 13 to keep Goreville at bay. Vienna had 3 people in double figures. The leading scorer in the game, Charlie King, wound up with 18 points, 14 points for Owen Treat, 11 for Dayton Nichols, 7 for Tommy Hallhubner, 7 for Caden Vaughn, and 4 for Buddy Clay. Clay hit 2 of 4 free throws. Caden Vaughn was 2 of 2. Owen Treat was 2, 4, 6, 8 of 9. Dayton Nichols was 3 of 4. Tommy Hallhubner 2 of 2. And Charlie King 1 of 1. As Vienna was 18 of 22 for the game from the free throw line. 12 turnovers on Vienna, 16 turnovers on Goreville. They were 16 of 20 from the free throw line for the game. Their leading scorer, Ian Sopchek, had 17, 12 for Tyler Suits, 5 for Drake Moss, 7 for Cole Tripp, 2 for Drake Buffington, 2 for Connor Craig, 5 for Marquavian Cleaves, and Vienna with a great game right there. You need here? Okay. Okay. So I'm not sure. I think Coach Dreher is going to come out and talk for just a moment. We'll see. Some of the crowd is filing out of here, but this is a massive crowd here at this gym tonight. So Vienna, we had 6 lead changes and 5 ties for the game. In the third quarter, Vienna took the lead at 27-26. We were tied at 27. A 3-pointer in the third quarter gave us the lead back at 30-27, and a lead we never relinquished. It was 12-9. Goreville after one quarter. Vienna outscored Goreville 16-8 in the second quarter to open up a 25-20 lead. In the third quarter, Vienna outscored Goreville 17-13, and in the pivotal fourth quarter, Vienna outscored them 19-17 for our final 61-50. That's 20th victory for Vienna for the year, and Goreville drops to 14-7, 2 of their losses to the Vienna Eagles. And we'll see. I'm not sure if Coach is going to be able to come out or not. We need to get out of here for the next game between Massac County and Charleston, Missouri. So we're going to wrap everything up here, and we'll be on the air Monday night at 5:45 at Ziegler Royalton, as the girls, don't forget, their game is in ZR and not at Alvarado. Tuesday night, the boys are at Meridian, and we'll catch with Coach Dreher at that point. So we got to get out of here for the next game. So final score, 61-50. Vienna wins third place. Charlie King and Owen Treat were on the all-tournament team, and we get the third place trophy. I'm Ron Ellis. Thanks to Pam Treat for moving the iPad around. I had to think of what that thing was. And so long. Thanks for your time this time. Until next time, so long, everybody, from Massac County High School.